Hello, I'm BoodFM and welcome to the channel. As always, thanks for joining me. If you're brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit that notification bell and you'll never miss one of my future videos. But most of all, thank you for your view. Thank you for all the support, any thumbs up, comments, anyone who watches an advert. And most of all, my patrons, you guys are absolute legends. So this is the FC Barcelona Rebuild Challenge. Now, I'm not going to be personally rebuilding FC Barcelona. I've just come up with a little concept, something I'm going to put out there for you to try. And if you want to try it for yourself after watching this video, just check the description down below. You'll find a download link to a save file. Download it. It'll look like a little bit of paper. Just drag and drop it in your game folder, in your Sports Interactive folder, with all your other save games. Load it up and have a go of it. Yeah, now we all know about Barcelona, great club. I've been there myself. Fantastic old stadium, loads of history. But they're a bit shady at the minute. I think we know about their money troubles. I don't know how the hell they've been registering players. I don't think they have registered some players. I don't know how they've signed certain players. And it just feels like it's going to get worse before it gets better for me. So I thought about creating a little universe. A little challenge on Football Manager 23. Where Barcelona get punished in many ways and have to be rebuilt. So we're going to simulate 10 years and see what the computer does and give you like an idea of what you could achieve. Because I think humans always do better than the computer. And then see if you can do better. So shall we see what I've done? Let's get into it. So here we are with Barcelona at the start of the game in my little Boodyverse, where they've been severely punished in many ways. Now I've taken them over just so we can look at things in a bit more detail. Now the first punishment I've given them for breaking financial fair play or their financial rules. We're going to imagine La Liga, maybe even UEFA and FIFA. They've come down on them heavy and punished them. So the first thing they decided to do is relegate FC Barcelona. Now they've also been placed under a 12-month transfer embargo. So for the first season, you won't be able to buy any players. They won't be able to buy any players. Now, of course, they've not touched the facilities, so they've still got the Spotify Camp Nou. Massive, as we know, although I don't think it's... If you've been recently, let me know. I went about 20 years ago and it was a bit shit. It was worse than Old Trafford. Really tired. But, you know, superb training facilities, superb youth, exceptional youth recruitment. We all know how good their training and youth facilities are. And that's going to be massively important for this club now. Because every player over 21 has gone. Now they've still got a few of their very good youngsters, Pedri, Gavi, Fati, Garcia, and quite a few others to be fair. As you can see, there's a lot of potential there and a lot of good players already. And that's going to be it. There's a game, or you, if you take on this challenge, are you going to sell all them and generate yourself some money and just go for it and build a team? Or are you going to try and keep that youth and build a team around it and just try and get through this first season with a young side, get straight back into La Liga and build from there? But how are the finances? Well, the game always likes to add things, and you do get things added like sponsorship. So I wiped all their sponsorship, which was pretty good. They had a lot, right? It got wiped, and I put in no money, no nothing, okay? But the game will add a bit. So they've got 31 million in the bank, so they're not in debt. Got nothing to spend. You can't spend any anyway. And you haven't really got much wiggle room in them wages. But what they haven't got now is any debt, and they had a lot of debt. Wow. I didn't realise how much until I went into the editor and had a look. I don't know if that's real, but it was bad. So we're going to imagine all them players that left have been sold to pay off that debt, leaving them in League 2 with a young side. Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it? I mean, you might be bored. I know the game's not that old, but you might be looking for a challenge. And I like stuff like this where you can be a big club without being a big club, giving you something to drive for, to aim for, to try and put them back on top. I've also wiped... Well, I did wipe all the staff, but it's added a few. Obviously, you've got Chief Doctor. It seems like they've put in Head Performance Analyst and 2 other Performance Analysts. I don't know why the computer's done that. But you will have to rebuild the entire staff as well. Start from scratch with it, really. Now, of course, I wasn't going to leave them with their reputation, because their reputation is of a club that is at the top of an elite league. So I've degraded, I've knocked down their reputation. So it's still good enough to make them the best team in League 2, or be the highest rep team in this La Liga 2 Smart Bank. But in La Liga, they'd be down near the bottom. So you've got to rebuild that reputation as well. But like I said, I mean, I don't know how the game's going to do it. I've holidayed 10 years, I'll have a look. I don't know how you'll do it if you want to take on this challenge and have a bit of fun. I mean, personally, I'd do my best to keep these kids. Now, what I've done is, as you can see, some of them are on like 200 grand a week. So we're going to imagine that these elite youngsters have took a pay cut to stay. So I've knocked it all down to about 50. The best players are on 50 grand a week. So, you know, they wanted as well. So you got players like Pedri, who's class. He's obviously wanted by City. Fati is wanted by 12 clubs. Garcia's wanted. So they're all wanted. But I think he's listed. But I think you've got, you know, a chance to be able to keep him. As long as you get out of that league straight away, keep him, get back to the Liga. The transfer ban will be lifted. You might have a bit of money. Start building a team. But when you look at the potential here, it might force you into using young players you wouldn't have done if you were Barcelona in a normal save, would you? Like, give some of these kids a chance to actually turn them into players. And you have got a squad there. It's fully rounded. I've promoted players from the B team to flesh it out. I mean, if I had the time, genuinely, if I had the time, I love this idea, me. I'd be right into this, having a good go at it. Now, with all this happening, we're going to imagine Laporte has done a runner in shame. Now, they only had one director, and that was Jordi Cruyff. He's played for United, never as good as his father. Didn't realise he was a director at Barcelona. How the hell has that happened? So I've promoted him to president. Do you know what I mean? He loves the club because of his dad, and he's going to try his best to settle the water, steady the ship, get things back on track. He's still in the Super Copper. He's still in that. I'll be honest with you. I forgot about it. So that's fine. You know, you might win a trophy there. He's still got a young side. Youngsters can do wonders. Obviously, the Copa del Rey and the Liga Smart Bank, they want to get out of it by winning it. So then we're just going to jump forward 10 years and just see how the computer did. Now, like I was saying, I've said this a million times, humans on this game are way better than what the computer do. Truly believe that. So this just gives you like a platform, like something to aim for if you do take on this challenge yourself, to see, right, is that all they did? Or, wow, that's what they did. You know what you got to like aim for or do better than or try and achieve. But hopefully, I hope a few of you try it out, because it's just something a bit different. Because I know not a lot of people can use the editor. So even though you like an idea like this, you won't know how to do it. But I think I've put everything in place to have a bit of fun with a very different save. So let's jump forward 10 years and have a good look. So here we are. It's the 1st of July 2032. Now, I removed Xavi as manager, but the game instantly put him back in. He was the only one. No, none of the other staff, nothing else. He just instantly got his job back. Like he never left. Which I find very strange, but, you know, it is what it is. And he's still there, which is positive. So he's come back straight away, even though he got made redundant. No, I'll come back. I'll help this team get back to where it belongs. But are they? Well, after 10 years, they've just finished second. Just 3 points off Real Madrid. So that's positive. But over them 10 years, have they managed to win it? How long did it take them to get back into it? So here we are with the graph of their league history. And as we know, they finished runners-up in real life. But then boom, the shit hit the fan. And they didn't get instantly out. But he kept his job. Come back. You know, they've gone, do you know what? Fair play. You've come back to help us. We're not going to sack you. The following year, they won it. Then, it's been a bit of a process, hasn't it? They finished 10th. They managed to get all the way up to 3rd. So that would have been Champions League. 5th, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and now they've just finished 2nd. So they're back there, in and around there. You've got to remember now, I don't think they'll end up with them the same amount of sponsorship they used to have. But they're still a big club, and it's obviously they want a better platform now to improve. But have they won anything? So they won the Smart Bank, as we know. Runners up in the Super Copper. Runners up in the Copa del Rey. And then they've won a Super Copper. So nothing elite yet. So, you know, they've done well. They've got back up there. They're back into like the Champions League spots or there and thereabouts. But they haven't won anything huge. So, you know, could you? Let's quickly run through things. Now, they couldn't sign anyone, but apparently they can sign players on a free. And they did. Obviously, all these players left as well. Wow, did they sell the talent? They sold Fati, Pedri. So they sold them. They sold the majority of them. Not all of them. But made money. And then the following season, when they won the league, they spent 52. Brought in 52, so they sold even more. Gavi, so they were selling their top talent, weren't they? Fair enough. I mean, I'd have tried to keep all of them. Especially that first season. I reckon they'd get you straight out. 33 million, 42 million, 147 million. But they did bring in 138 million. So yeah, the spending started to come back. Broke even that year, spent a lot the next year. Recouped some money. I mean, things look better. This is their squad, arranged by value. So, of course, by now they're going to have some regens. And they've got this lad who's one of their own. He's pretty special. I mean, has it forced him to do that a bit? This lad, oh, he's a real player, 28. He's quite good, isn't he? Magno, well, he's a good player. Fair play. Diego Almeida. He's come through the academy. Obviously, he's still here. He stayed. Check him out. Got to be a legend. But yeah, I'm not going to go through them all. Have a quick look. Barcelona B player, so fair play. Oh, I wish I had the time, you know. I wish I had the time. I love stuff like this. I did a series similar to this in a way with FC Bayern years ago on my channel. Set that in the future though. But like under the same kind of circumstances in a way. I pretended that Bayern have got in trouble for poaching players. And but this is more real. You can imagine Barcelona being punished for doing something dodgy at the minute, because it does seem dodgy to me. So without Barca winning any leagues, it looks like it's been a total Real Madrid domination apart from Sevilla. Fair play to Sevilla. So yeah, if you take on this challenge, you don't have to do the 10 years, but if you win a major trophy, if you win the La Liga over a few seasons, or you win a Champions League, or even a Copa del Rey, you send me some screenshots, I will post them and talk about it and mention you on my community page for all my subscribers to see. So yeah, make sure you have a go. Description, just download it. Easy peasy. So taking them over just so we can look at the finances, and they are very, very healthy after a decade. No debt. The club seems to have been run really well. They've spent money, but they seem to have recouped money. And they've got players that have come through their academy, and the way they should be really, a team like Barcelona, because they can't ever be bought, can they? They can't be bought by like a tycoon. Like owned by the fans really, innit, I think. Or they have a big say in things, so yeah, look at that, 420 million in the bank, loads of money to spend. How's the debt? Let's have a look. No debt, 3 million transfer debt. Perfect, really. And he's done a good job. He's steadied that ship. He's sorted it all out. He's got him back up there. Obviously, they've not won anything major, but that could happen eventually with that kind of money, couldn't it? And he's won 2 more elections, Jordi Cruyff. Fair play to you, mate. How many can they win? Can they stay there forever? Right, I'm just looking at this guy because, he's a great player, and I have no idea how they managed to sign him when apparently they'd done money. They couldn't register players. It was a crazy summer this year, I think, with Barcelona, with the way things were. So, of course, he never signed for Barcelona because I removed him. He went to PSG and finished his career there. One thing that hurts me, though, is this. Is this the staff? If you're new to my channel, I love sorting my staff out. Wow. Sort your staff out, Barca. You might actually win the league or something good, wouldn't you? So, really, that is it. Nothing too fancy. I was just bored the other afternoon, set this up because personally I'd love a challenge like this. So I thought, maybe you guys don't know how to use the editor, fancy a challenge yourself. Maybe it just inspire you to reload up the game if you're bored of it already, or you need an idea and you just want to do something different. You're at a big club but they're in trouble. You've got to do a full rebuild yourself. I mean, I just want to inspire and give you guys options to play, and I was just interested to see if they could recover from being relegated, at losing all the best players, yeah, having the transfer ban for a year as well. So I think they've done well, but I think you could do better. I know I could do better than that. So I'm really intrigued. Like I said, if you do decide to download it and have a try yourself, once you do achieve something, get in touch with me and we'll sort out some screenshots and I'll post them on my community tab on my channel. The first to the Liga title, I'm not going to get, there's no prize, but yeah, see if you can be the first to win the La Liga with this Barcelona. But anyway, thank you as always for watching. Your views are the most important thing. If you want to do anything else for me, thank you very much. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit that notification bell. Go check out all my other videos. Loads more stuff coming all over the end of this year and the new year. So yeah, stay happy, stay safe. I'm Bood. Bye bye.